Hi there, I'm Justin Pritchard, and that is a Ram 1500 with the 5.7 liter HEMI V8 engine. And if you happen to drive one of these or any number of other vehicles that happens to have that same engine in it, and if you've ever wondered what it costs you in fuel to run your remote start over the course of the winter, well then keep on watching because I've been crunching some numbers. So to put a dollar figure on your remote start use over the course of the winter, if you're driving one of these, here's what I did. First, you need the engine's displacement, which is easy, 5.7 liters in this case. Then you need some information from Natural Resources Canada, or NRCan, which is where you'll find anything and everything related to vehicle fuel economy, emissions, and so on. And finally, you need a fancy formula and some math smarts and a bit of quality time with a calculator, oh, and of course a whack of coffee. I also had to define and assume a few things, and this sounds like a lot, but don't worry, I'll write it all down for you, and you can pause any part of the video if you want to read the details. We're defining winter as the 4-month period between mid-November and mid-March, and assuming that remote start users use their remote start for 25 days out of each of those 4 months, or a total of 100 days over the course of our 4-month winter. Also assuming that you are a light, average, or heavy remote start user, or that on each of those 100 days you use your remote start for 7, 12, or 20 minutes. Also, we're assuming that the price of fuel is $1.25 a liter, and I'm Canadian, so we're using Canadian dollars here. Of course, your results will vary, but this should be a good bit of a ballpark to put a dollar figure on what you paid to avoid a cold drive to and from work over the past winter. So in our scenario, if you're a light user of remote starting for about 7 minutes per day, then over our 100-day winter, you idled for 700 minutes, which used about 40 liters of gas and cost you about $50. If you're an average user or someone who remote started for 12 minutes per day, then you idled for 1,200 minutes, which is 20 hours, and that burned 68.4 liters of fuel and cost you about $86. If you're a heavy user, maybe parents of a newborn who need their ride really warm in the winter, or maybe your Ram 1500 is a company truck and someone else is paying for the fuel, you might have idled with remote start for 20 minutes a day through our 100-day winter, which is 33 hours of idling, 114 liters of fuel, which is just in the ballpark of a full tank, and it cost you a leg over $140. And now you know. There's someone else's camera in my back seat right now. It sounds like it's going for a bit of a ride.